Nights in white satin, never reaching the end. Letters I've written, never meaning to send. We'll stop there. Hello everybody, welcome back to another lesson of guitar with Gavin. We are looking at Nights in White Satin. I originally heard this performed by Goose at a show and I was like, this is killer. Found out it's written by the Moody Blues and they just, Goose just did a kick-ass cover of it. So yeah, we are gonna talk about Nights in White Satin. We only got two parts, a verse and a chorus. So let's jump on into the verse here. It starts on an E minor, and then we go to a D chord, back to E minor, to a D, and then we go to a C chord, to a G, to an F, to E minor. So once again, verse, E minor, to a D, E minor, to a D, to a C, to a G, to an F, to E minor. And so a verse is that progression played twice. That whole thing played twice, you got yourself a verse. So you might hear some cool little lead lines that they do in there. So like or I like playing it up here. But starting on our high E string, if we're doing it with the open chords, it's just 2, 3, 2, to the 3rd fret on the B, and then an open E string. I think it goes 2, 3, 2, open E, 3rd fret B, open E, so. Yeah, I think that sounds better. That sounds right. So 2 on our high E, 3, and then back to our 2nd fret on the high E, open E, 3 on the B, high E, open. Oops. And so when we play it up here, because I like playing the chords up here, Nights in White Satin. We're gonna go B string, 7, 8, 7, and then G string, 9, 7, 9. That's kind of that little haunting riff. I'm pretty sure it's played on the piano. But I'm just transcribing it to guitar real fast. So you don't have to play it, but I think it's really cool. So next up is the chorus. Yes, I love you. How I love you. Oh, I love you. So I sang that terribly. I'm sorry. I butchered the shit out of it. But chorus chord starts on an A major. There we go. Did a little sussy right there. A major chord. And then we go to a C major chord. And so something that I like doing, so because they hold these chords out for a very long time. I love you. Yes, I love you. Oh, I love you. Right, so one of the things that I like to do is just kind of play like a, I don't want to say like go to a G chord, but we can in a sense because it's the 5th of C, right? And the bass does a little walk down on the low E string, 3, 2, open, on when we're doing our C chord, because we're going from a C to an E minor. So C, yes, I love you, oh, I love you, right? I did just a little walk down. And so it's not necessarily a C, but getting that, or it's not necessarily a G chord. I'm just getting that G note in the bass sometimes, like a C over G. Oops, there we go. And then walk down to 2, and then an E minor chord. So yeah, I mean, you can do a quick little G if you really wanted to. It's not gonna sound bad. A G note is the 5 of a C chord, so it's not terrible. It's not gonna sound disastrous, but our chorus is A major to a C, to E minor, to D, back to E minor, to D. So the whole chorus, A, to C, to E minor, to D, to E minor, to D. And yeah, that is the entire song. It's just verse and chorus, that's it. So then they get into a solo section. And this is really just gonna be E minor pentatonic solos, right? I don't know, I'm just fucking around, but it's just E minor pentatonic. There's not really like a signature lick or anything. Like, to me, it's that piano thing. So when you get to the solo, it's just go nuts a little bit. Parts though that you can really stand out on are going to be when they go to an A major chord. If the backing band behind you or the backing track, or you're playing along with the song, when they switch to the chorus and that A major comes. So if you're in A minor, you can get the major third of an A chord, which is going to be C sharp. And I mean, that was a pretty bad transition into it. It wasn't the softest thing in the world, but it's definitely going to stand out. It's going to pop out. We're kind of going outside the scale for a little bit, right? So let's see, we go from an E minor to an A. So if we're here on the 15th fret of our B, and we bend that up a whole step, we have an E, right? An E note. So that's our root note of our E minor. Next up, we know an A major is coming up, so the major third is going to be C sharp. That's going to stand out more than the A note or the E note. So you can hit the C sharp, which is going to be the 14th fret on the B. Next, we have a C chord. So we can hit either the C note, which is the 13th fret on that B string. It's just kind of walking it down, right? Or go back up to that 15th fret and bend it up a whole step and get the major third of C. So we have, I don't know, I mean, that's just little things that you can do. It's that C sharp that's really going to stand out in your solo, and really, people are like, oh, this guy can follow his chords. This guy can play chord changes, right? But yeah, something that's also going to make this sound kind of dark is focusing on like your thirds. So, getting that minor third of the E, which is going to be G notes. That's really going to help this sound kind of dark and kind of haunting still, because that's kind of what the song is, it's a little haunting sounding. So get those G notes, the major or the minor thirds of our E minor chord. And then when we get to our chorus also, it's like you can get kind of real big. And I mean, that A major, C major part is such a cool part of the song. I don't know. We have 2 major chords in a row, so you can kind of get a little wild with that one. If you're soloing over the verses, another thing to watch out for is that F chord near the end of it. So we go C to G to F to E minor. Well, that F, it gives us a lot of options there as well. So we can hit an F note instead of F sharp. We can hit, what else can we hit? The major third is an A, so we don't have to worry about that one. And the 5 is a C, so never mind. Just hit an F note, I guess, right? Which is gonna be, you know, if you're up here, up in this box, it's gonna be your 13th fret on our high E. You know, if you're here in like this box, it's going to be the, let's see, where am I? The 10th fret on our G, and then the major third is going to be the 10th fret on the B of our F, right? And then the 8th fret on our high E is the 5th. Or, you know, if you can kind of do like a G, this kind of D-shaped G chord, move that down a whole step, there's an F to us, right? So, and then we have an E minor right there. So, yeah, just little things to watch out for, little things to focus on if you're taking a solo over this. It's fun. Goose does a great job of covering this. It's really kick-ass. My leg's falling asleep. But yeah, guys, go take a listen to the song. Like I said, either by Goose or the Moody Blues or both. It's great. It's a killer song. If you got a killer keyboardist or pianist, organist, whatever you want to call him, whatever he plays, he can do a really solid job on this one. Like, it should be fun for him. So, thanks for watching. This one was kind of a long one, and I got into that solo section and really just started rambling on, which is kind of unfortunate because I haven't been drinking. So, I don't know why that happened. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys. I do appreciate it. Hope to see you guys again next week, and happy jamming.